law student, you sort of say, like, I go to law school, I'll go to a law firm. Hopefully it's a big law firm. And you don't realize there are all these other things out there. If you talk to most lawyers later in their careers, they will tell you that what they're doing is not what they planned to do when they were in law school. It's hard for us sometimes to step back and say, like, oh, I have these really strong skills. And sometimes your best skills are these things that you take for granted. You say, like, oh, everybody else can do this. And so sometimes people who speak a lot are this way, like, well, speaking is not really a skill because anybody can do it. And you go like, well, actually, not that many people like doing it or want to do it or can do it.
I have a sister who's 9 years older than I am, and she had a really close friend. I'm in college, and in college she didn't know what she was going to do after college, and it was really upsetting. She just kind of was very confused, and she was telling me about floundering. I wrote a letter to her. It was like an ode to floundering. You don't realize until you're out of it, but floundering is where all of this wonderful exploration, all this opportunity is.
An interesting thing, because we all have this sort of to-do list. You'll discover, especially as time goes on, that it seems to be unending. Instead of just like crossing things off the to-do list and then more stuff fills in, to either have something that says, here's something I've done, so I see that, or I reflect from time to time on the things that are done. I sometimes tell students, like, if you know that you want to go in-house, you're probably not going to stay at a firm for a long time, then you can kind of design what you do at the firm, projects you ask for, things like that, the clients that you ask to work on, the meetings you go to, the events that you go to, kind of set up that in-house path a little bit. Let's put together like some really easy, low-risk experiments. So, because I'm really interested in class action lawsuits, so I'll just call this guy Ryan out of the blue. To me, that's high risk, right? It's like, that's a little scary to do. But there are other things that are much more low risk that you could build up to something like that.
What I learned at this event was ways to generate ideas around my future career, and I really liked creating action plans around that to follow through.
One of the big things I learned today was how to actually approach a career in a structured but creative way that actually fits what I ultimately want to do.